Howdy, folks. Today is a good day. I'm a happy, happy man. Today I received my Randall Knives Model 5 6-inch blade. I know there's a long waiting list to get these. I think a 5.5, 6-year waiting list to get your knife once you order it. Unless you're an active service member, which my brother is. My older brother is an active service member. And my condolences and deepest sympathy go out to the families of the servicemen that were killed in Afghanistan recently. But this knife I've wanted since I've been about 12 years old. I found out about Randall Knives looking at a Soldiers of Fortune magazine when I was a kid. Soldier of Fortune. Seen Randall Knives, and I seen they had an article on the Model 5, the Camp and Trail. And I've wanted it ever since. There's several models that I want. Ooh, mosquitoes getting me. Come here. Son of a... But anyway, sorry about that. It's a wonderful knife. The historical significance of Randall Made Knives is extensive. They are something special. They really and truly are. The ergonomics, I mean, it's just a simple design. The way the handle is got a slight curve to it. It's contoured, it's thin, then goes thicker towards the pommel. This model is the Camp and Trail, and I will be using it. These knives are designed to be used, but like I said, I know a little bit about Randall Knives, and I'm gonna give you a slight history lesson in Randall Knives. But you know, Bo Randall, he founded the company. Anybody that's a knife collector knows Randall Knives and how great they are. Let me get a paper towel real quick. Let's get all the blemishes off there to get her in her full glory. But I'll be using this knife for sure. There's the stamp. Hopefully it comes into focus. Well, that's like I said, I'm going to give you a quick history. I'll try to make this quick. But Bo Randall, he in 1936, or it could have been later, but I think, you know, on their website, I've read this about a gazillion times. And on their website, they have a timeline and the history of Randall Made Knives. But I think it was in 36 or 37. Old Bo Randall, he's in Michigan, actually, at Walloon Lake, and he sees this guy scraping paint off of a boat. And he's not too impressed with the guy, but he loves the knife he's using. I guess as a custom knife, or wasn't a mass-produced knife. The first one he kind of really checked out and saw. And it was made by, who was it? Skagel, Billy Skagel or William Skagel. And he was amazed with the knife, like I said, but not the guy using it, which kind of cracked me up when he wrote that. But he decided right then and there, you know, he's going to try to make knives equal to that, or at least, you know, as well as he possibly could. And his first knife was from a ground from a file. You know, that was his first knife. So a few years later, in 1938, he founded Randall Made Knives. He started making them. And they started getting a little bit popular, you know, locally, selling them locally. And, you know, don't let the rat tang fool you. Yeah, it's a smaller tang, but this knife has been tested in combat. This very model also has been used in combat. Damn skeeters. So 38, he built his company, Randall Made Knives. 1940, he put out his first catalog. But in 1939, he trademarked his stamp, which is right there. You know, like I said, 1940 was his first catalog, and he got kind of popular with that. And then 1941 rolls around, and the U.S. enters World War II. And I guess this young sailor asked him to make him a knife for use in hand-to-hand combat. And then he made one for this sailor. And then when his friends, the sailor's friends, saw it, they placed orders. And then their friends saw it, and so they placed orders. So these knives are tested in battle. Rat-tang or not, these knives have been tested to hold an edge, to just perform in all kinds of tasks. You know, he started getting thousands of letters from people that have his knives in combat and used his knife. And he said in his own words, after I think a reporter wrote a story about his knives and him in Stars and Stripes or whatever it was, in his words, he said, all hell broke loose. And he said it was real easy to go to production knives and just mass produce them, but he stayed true to his beliefs in he wanted quality and knives you could depend your life on. So, like I said, not only do civilians have them, but they've been used and tested, extensively by Marines, airmen, sailors, generals, and infantrymen, around the board. So I'm just proud to have them. It did cost me a little bit of money. I think I spent $450 total on the knife and shipping. But through my brother, I got it in 4 months instead of 6 years. So thanks, Colin. I appreciate you and love you. So there you have it. The grail knife of my collection. No doubt about it. The sheath is excellent quality. Very thick leather, high quality leather, you can tell. Comes with a sharpening stone with the coarse and fine. It's both coarse and fine. You can't tell, but it is. You can feel it. Stitching is heavy duty. Just everything about it. Randall Knives, 6-inch blade. Oh, the smell. It smells so good. It smells like a horse saddle. Love it. Fits, like Donovan Two would say, outstanding in the hand. Just the way it feels. No finger grooves or anything, but when you hold this knife, you know care was taken to make it so it fit nicely in the hand. So I would recommend these knives to anyone, and hopefully you can get one too. God, family, friends, and country.